Look how hard the salt has been on these retaining wall caps here, which is one of the reasons, A, why it's important to buy quality product, but B, just evidence of how hard salt can be on concrete. Man, look at that, just completely eaten up. That's nuts. Been whipping the Kia here. It's so funny driving a little car like this. I'm not used to driving a little car anymore. I had a little Honda when I was in college, and it was awesome. But these little cars are just so, even though it's just a little Kia, man, it feels like a little go-kart compared to my big old truck, you know? There's a little retention pond. Look at all the, you see all the efflorescence on this retaining wall? See all that white mark on there? Some utility markings here. Red electric, orange communications. But look at, see all this efflorescence? That's indication you've got some bad water issues going on here, which would also, got some drain stone coming through there. But that thing's bucked out. This is not good. This sucker is setting up for failure. Look, our utilities go right up under here. We have live and static loads from vehicles and such. But this section here is giving us the most fits. And I don't know if it's because, you know, it's hard to analyze why now, but I'm gonna put this up over because I can't see. Beautiful, I'm guessing apartment or condo complex up there. But anytime you start seeing efflorescence like that on retaining walls, there's a moisture issue somewhere. Oh, okay. So these are interestingly marked to here. I wonder if that was privately marked by a private utility locate company, because I'm surprised that these are still under the public utility banner there, but who knows? So let's take a look around. Oh my gosh. Look at those big gaps in the block up there. Wonder what the heck. That's not good. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Retention pond here. We got a big overflow control structure here. We got her marked out. It goes through there somewhere. Big grate. And you can see, so this thing is designed to hold water up to that point to allow the structure, or to allow this feature to allow the feature to retain water for the time it's designed for, so it doesn't overwhelm, you know, the storm drains and stuff like that. So you see all these markings here. That all means something. All those colors have meaning. I almost stepped my fresh kicks in the mud. Oh no. We've got BMPs here for construction. So these things, you see how they collect this silt and sediment and stuff. That's again to keep them loading the storm sewers with debris. We got a big rainstorm last night. I have now realized, oh wow, Michael's Construction, cool. Those guys are big boys. Let's go check that out. I've seen the videos on YouTube and stuff where, or like the crazy websites where cars come running through and they hit these roundabouts and launch those roundabout mounds. Oh, it's so wild. They made a nice ramp there. That's cool. Okay, what do we got going on here? Some pipe. So, excuse me. This is the Michaels Corporation. These guys are big boy constructors. They're a huge union company, I believe. I know they're just huge. But we got some trenching going on here. Ooh, I'm guessing gas lines there. They're gonna fuse those bad boys together. They've got all the trenching and shoring done, because you can see what happens if you don't have those trench boxes in there and you're down in there working. What happens is these non-benched slopes here, not even slopes, but collapse in and can kill you. Dirt falls at like 200 miles an hour or something crazy. And there the welder guys got in there, 20-degree turn it looks like. Cool stuff, I love it. So yeah, how cool is that? So, and that's why it's so important to call utility locates, because you're digging and you don't call utility locates and, oh hey, there's a 18-inch gas line down here. Surprise, everyone's dead now. So that's why you gotta call. That's why you gotta call. Oh crud. Well, let's see here. I don't want to, my car's unlocked. I want to walk away that far, but oh well, we'll run down here real quick. Look at this big retaining wall. Michaels Corporation. They did a big pipeline job down in my neck of the woods in Southeast Ohio. Putting in a big 44-inch petroleum line, the Rocky Express pipeline, matter of fact. That was a fascinating job to see. Look at these utilities coming through the conduit here. And then going down into these boxes. Cool stuff. Here's some of that loam I was talking about there. Nope, that's not loam. What is that? Looks like some recycled base material of some kind. Let's see if I can get up here without getting too dirty. Oh, that's soft. I just get excited about this stuff. So this is some great big retaining wall block here. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this capstones. Oh, those are gorgeous. The manufactured product, but that looks great. I love it. You see the embedment there? That's super important. That embedment keeps this thing from just it keeps it from just sliding off if it were, at ground level here. So that ties it into lower grade and makes it a nice strong feature. So definitely a cool project there. Awesome. Here's something too, it's a good point. Check this out. So shout out to the pipeliners, welder guys, get all this welded in and taken care of. It's amazing stuff, I think. But there is some warning tape there. You see that? Caution buried. You ever run into that stuff, take immediate precautions, because goodness knows what you're about to run into. So we are storm drains here, just everything everywhere. So call before you dig. 811. Call 811. All right, so we're heading on. We're moving on. See what else we can find here today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Here, these are required around new construction projects like this, but these are full of mulch. But these are required to stop and slow down silt and sediment from making its way into places it shouldn't. So
much the same thing about Freud and about Charles Darwin.
So I entertain myself for a little bit with some music, but then I listen to a lot of podcasts, and this guy Jordan Peterson, I want you to listen to this.
Confusion, I would say, as a consequence of formulating his theory of evolution, which was really hard on him because he was a diehard Christian. What to do about that, so it was very, very hard on him. So it's quite common for people of genius to go through an intense crisis, psychological crisis, but then resolve it, and the genius is in the resolution, right? So
while I'm driving, I'll listen to music once in a while, but I listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of stuff that I gotta sneeze. Did I got it? Woo! Yeah, my hand's too tied up. COVID everywhere. But I listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't actually listen to music a whole lot while I'm driving. I like to listen to things that enrich my mind and enrich my business and all that stuff. Jordan Peterson is a guy I've been enthralled with for a while now, and he's a brilliant thinker, and he's a brilliant guy, and I really admire and respect what he's done as far as information he shares and all that. One of the things he does is he analyzes Disney movies and kids movies and stuff like that, and pulls deep meaning and archetypes, which he's huge on archetypes. Pulls deep meaning out of Disney movies. Of all things, Pinocchio has got insane or it has an insane undertone meaning to it. It's really some fascinating stuff. Here he talks about The Lion King and relates it to being a child and going to becoming a man. So listen to this and let me know what you think about it. Comment below. Check this out.
For the genius is the dissolution in some sense, because you have to be obsessed with the problem. It has to grip you completely before you're going to concentrate on it so obsessively that you might come up with a solution. But it's the people who come up with a solution that are the prophets and the shaman and so forth and so on. And so this isn't something that only characterizes archaic cultures. We just don't recognize it in our own culture properly, and that's a problem. Well, sometimes we do. Right, you remember that in The Lion King, right? That Rafiki shows up. He's the shaman. He brings Simba down that tunnel, dark tunnel. That's the dark night of the soul. He has him reflect upon himself in a pool. When he reflects upon himself deeply, he sees the reflection of his father. Then that becomes a thing of cosmic significance, and his father appears in the sky, just like God appears to Jacob, and basically tells him that it's time for him to grow the hell up and to return to the devastated kingdom and to set it right, and so And that's right. That's exactly right. I mean, we live in the devastated kingdom. That's an eternal truth. And it's the responsibility of the individual to grow the hell up and to set it right. Because when it's devastated and when things are not in place, then everyone suffers too much. And that's not good. And there's no excuse for not doing something about it because you don't have anything better to do. So
what else is there? What
and
higher
even
calling
like
is there? Right?
children's movies tell you this. So this is a fun one. This is from the Edwine Salt.
So that's just one of his. He takes apart Disney movies like that and does like phenomenal breakdowns of them. But that's not just the only thing he does. It makes it sound kind of trite, maybe. Guy's a brilliant thinker, genius individual. Check out his podcast. Check him out on Instagram. Listen to what he has to say. It's deeply enriched me and made me a better thinker, and ultimately, I think, a better man, a better person. I really admire the guy. So anyways, I can't say that enough, but I'm trying at the moment, apparently. So that's what I drive down the road listening to. And then business podcasts and tax podcasts and financial podcasts and, you name it. And I'm trying to be productive with my time, enjoying the scenery while we're driving through northern Minnesota, which, man, it's flat up here. Holy cow. And, yeah, just beautiful, though. There's a tree up here. I got a idea. I think it's like a quaking aspen kind of thing. Yeah, so anyway, there we are.